lightsaber dagger, you know, because they've always had the swords. They never really covered the prospect of having like a dagger in any of the movies. Might be something we can introduce ourselves.
And what would we be doing with this dagger?
You know, I'm not really sure. How do you want to cover the headroom here? Or do you think it'll be alright to duck?
I think it'd be alright to duck.
So this is the part where we're walking.
We're walking,
The
okay.
glass will be to my right. The other camera should be posted there. This is the camera angle number 2 right here. The first camera angle will be placed right in front of me. This is where Jim and Jeremy will be walking when they first entered the building. This is where the class will be taking place to my right, up on this platform, or maybe right here, an instructor on the platform. And that's the room a lot. So you're going to have your class kind of like right here, 2 deep, 3 abreast, doing their really, really slow, just precise movements. And then you and Jeremy, all you gotta do is stay between this ledge right here and this rail. And I think that would be definitely enough to break up the shot and make it workable. You just have to clean off some of that stuff.
I agree. We're gonna have to position this camera, the long shot one, exactly where I'm at, so that camera number 2 is not in the view.
Okay. Either that, or you can position it here, which is doable. Except you're gonna have to keep your shot tighter. I mean, you're going to have to make sure that, you know...
You mean zoom in?
Yeah, well, I mean, just keep it head to toe as wide as they are so you don't get that. And if you want to kind of play the trick about it, you can do 2 separate runs at it. And as soon as you cut out with camera 1, you can have no camera here. He'll walk in the first time, run it through. So, I mean, posture is not really a big deal. You just couldn't plan on lapping in the middle of the statement. You guys are gonna have to make like breaks in your, in your speech.
Alex is one of the few people I know who has an endless stream of ideas. We can constantly throw ideas back and forth and continually build upon them. And we can do this whether at work or off work.
Kind of over his shoulder, looking at me, and you have, maybe the same lineup, 3 abreast, 2 deep, and they're doing this, whatever they want to do. And then you get your shot from behind, and all you see is, maybe like all of their hands come together, and then you just kind of see the lightsabers pop up from behind them. And that's at a certain point in the song. So during that point in the song, it would come up, and then like the music tends to get a little more intense right there, so then maybe they'd start doing lightsaber stuff, and then you could kind of drag away back to your view. And it'd just be kind of a cool clip to throw in the middle of it, I think. Because the camera could see from there to there, it gives you kind of a seclusion. You really don't know what goes on beyond the corner.
So you're saying this is kind of like a seclusion over here?
Yeah, and that would make sense in a fight. Like, for example, the military, a soldier's fight, they don't do it in the middle of everybody. They wait till they get some time to where they're off on their own, and then, maybe the arguing could be going on, and then just, one thing leads to another, and somebody pulls out their doozy and goes to town from there. But yeah, no, I think this would be a real good corner for that. I'm not sure I would want to incorporate students because I think as few students could be shown, because we're not going to have, we have obviously a limited number of people. I don't really want to give the students a personality, so as few of times as you can reuse the same people, it really kind of keeps them on,
Okay.
It makes them the brick in the wall and not personal people, And I think that it would be a lot easier that way, to not give them personalities, to just make them bricks. Okay, this room right here, lots to work with. We've got 2 solid walls, can be used for bouncing off of. Obviously, there's a couple of split levels, which could be used for maybe tripping. There's little random objects, maybe could be used for throwing loose boards. You even have somewhat of a doorway and verandas of a door, which could be used in some manner. You have a little bit of area right back here that could be used for maybe just a little escape from the corner. You're gonna have to stay within this wall, maybe allow yourself in this cubby. Definitely stay behind these bricks right here. And you're probably going to have till about this right here. We'll call that pretty much the baseline that you do not cross. Just because you don't want to lead on to where they're coming from, because you don't want to give them too much of a blueprint of your surroundings. Simply to kind of keep it, kind of hide the size of the place. I mean, it's huge, but you can make it feel huger. I mean, just up the ante. And we're gonna need tools. Clear the bushes. Remember the loppers, and remember to get a machete. Check.
All right, at what point do you want to, where do you think, what's your impression of Brad, stabbing Brad?
Truly, this meets my imagination almost to a T. Brad, maybe his lightsaber falls away somehow or another. This actually I was thinking about would be a good place maybe to bring the dagger that I was talking about earlier in, is if Brad was to fall down and maybe reach for the lightsaber. I get his lightsaber out, and then I pull out my light dagger, and you know, I'm on top of him, obviously laying, and just kind of reach for my secret, stick it in him. When it's not turned on, I just stick it up against him, and you get kind of a close up of Brad's eyes that get really wide, and he knows what's about to happen. And then you see maybe even a close up of my finger flipping a switch, and then you back it up, and you see the dagger. Maybe it's this long, maybe it's this long, whatever, coming out of Brad. And that would take place right here.
What's going to happen to your own lightsaber?
It'll have gotten lost, I think, at a certain point. Otherwise, there would be no point for Brad to reach for his, because it would have been off with his hand right then and there. But yeah, that's pretty much the idea I have about it.
Later on, Alex led me to this other large arena in another part of the brickyard. We would eventually designate this area as Battle Arena number 2.
This is actually better than the brick building we were in before, the big one. I mean, just as far as the athletics that are going to be involved in the fight, this will be so much easier to come by. It's got these neat little rays of light coming down. What an overview. I mean, the old catwalk up there. I mean, this is just badass to the bone. Yeah. This definitely has to be incorporated somewhere. It looks like there's something there, but that's proof that there was life and a use, and it gives it just a cool element, I think.
So do you want the saber shot with you in it and that in the background, or what?
Yeah, I'm thinking from deep, and maybe. You see the catwalk?
I sure can. You and CP are going to look very small in this picture.
That's good though, because this room is huge, and that's going to let everybody else know.
So you want a low camera angle here?
Yeah.
Showing the catwalk in the background?
I know we were talking about using bricks for throwing. You know, there it goes. You have this ground. I mean, you can stop, you can start, you can dance, you can roll. I mean, it's pretty much what I would want if I was in a pit fight. Well, that's pretty much what it turned out to be. Okay. Let's give you a motion shot. We'll start off easy.
Okay, you want to do the motion shot here?
Is the lighting all right?
It looks okay. The thing is that you're going to have all those bricks in the background,
Okay. Well, how about we put me right?
if that's what you want.
You come right here. Okay.
Okay, back up here. Okay, do you want a close-up or a long shot?
It's up to you. You're gonna be trying to rotoscope. This is gonna be your.
But we definitely need to do something over here.
Yeah.
I like this covered area pit-like thing over here.
It's got that really deep light to it.
Okay, this looks like a really good shot where I'm at right now. The lighting